Hey, good day everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Coach Felita here, coming out to you today. Wanted to share some really important information with you regarding your health. Now, before I get into the video, if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. All you need to do is just click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified when I post new content. So the type of information that I'm going to share with you is very, very valuable. So if you want to get more, please be sure to subscribe. I want to thank you so much in advance. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's get into the video. So before, if you don't know, I am a breast cancer survivor, and there were a lot of things that I just did not know or was not aware of at the time of my diagnosis. So the first thing that I did was a lot of research to see if I could find some of the possible factors that could have possibly contributed to my diagnosis. Although I don't believe that there's just one thing that leads to cancer, I believe that there are many, many factors that lead to a cancer diagnosis. And of course, we can take a lot of steps to prevent a lot of things from happening when we have the knowledge when we have that knowledge and we incorporate it into our lives. Okay. So the endocrine system was one of the things that I personally was not aware of. I was not aware of a lot of things that you put on your skin are endocrine disruptors, even when it comes to hair. A lot of black sisters, we wear a lot of the wigs, we wear a lot of the braids, the hair. All of those things can be endocrine disruptors if we don't take the necessary steps and precautions before we actually decide to use them. Okay. So also another thing that I was personally doing before my diagnosis, I was drinking out of a lot of plastic bottles, and that is a no. All right. So if you are one who constantly drinking out of plastic bottles, I want to encourage you to change those habits and start drinking out of glass, or either metal or either copper glasses. Those are better for you. We don't even realize how the plastics create xenoestrogens in our bodies that is sending a false signal to our cells that's doing some major disruptions to our immune system. So let's go through this, and I want to read through this. So I got this from the Endocrine Society, and it's one of their patient resources, and I just wanted to share this with you. So it's entitled Hormones and Endocrine Disrupting Chemicals and What You Need to Know. Now, the endocrine system is a network of glands and organs that produce, store, and secrete hormones. And when functioning normally, the endocrine system works with other systems to help maintain the body's health. Now, endocrine disrupting chemicals, such as they're actually called EDCs. There are substances in the environment, and the environment can consist of the air, the soil, our water supply, our food sources, personal care products that we use, and manufactured products that may interfere with the normal function of the body's endocrine system. Okay, so this is really, really important to know. Now, what exactly are EDCs? Okay, so EDCs is a broad category of compounds used in consumer products, electronics, and agriculture, have been associated with a diverse array of health issues. Now, these non-natural chemicals or mixtures of chemicals can mimic or block or interfere with the way the body's hormones work. Now, they have been linked to human health issues related to sperm quality, fertility abnormalities in sex organs, endometriosis, early puberty, nervous system functions, immune function, cancers, breathing problems, metabolic issues, obesity, health heart health, growth, neurological and learning disabilities, and more. Now, exposure to these EDCs can happen anywhere, and they can come from the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, and the water that we drink. Now, EDCs can also enter the body through the skin and by transfer from the mother to the fetus, okay, across the placenta. Or the mother to the infant via breastfeeding if a woman has EDCs in her body. So this is one of the reasons why it's important to detox. And if you have not watched my detox bath video, I highly encourage you to do so. I'm going to link it to this video. Okay. So examples of EDCs include bisphenol, which is a BPA, phthalates, pesticides, and pollutants such as dioxin and polychlorinated biphenyls, which is known as PCBs. Okay. Now, common EDCs are and uses in the following would be pesticides. And if you look in whatever products you're buying, read the labels, and if it has any of these chemicals in it, you want to stay clear of it. Okay. So that would be your DDT, the chlorphyphos, atrazine 2 and 4D, and glyphosates. Okay. Also in children's products, lead, phthalates, and cadmium. Okay. It's also found in children's products. Industrial solvents or lubricants and byproducts, and they can contain PCBs and dioxins. Okay. Plastics and food storage materials. So if you're storing your food like in plastics that contain PBAs, then you definitely want to get rid of those and get some non-BPA containers to use for storing your food. Electronics and building materials, such as brominated flame retardants, PCBs. Now, I do know that I've heard of a lot of things happening, like some of the building materials that they're using, even in some of the new homes that they're building, and even some of the older homes as well. So you want to make sure, if you are in the market to purchase a home, you want to make sure that you inquire about the type of materials that they are using. Okay. Personal care products and medical tubing, okay, such as phthalates and parabens and UV filters. Those are, most of the time those things contain those parabens that are very, very harmful to the endocrine system. Antibacterials, okay, such as triclosan. Now, I know that when we were going through COVID, a lot of people were using like antibacterial hand creams, antibacterial gels, antibacterial dishwashing detergents. Stay clear of antibacterial products because they are harmful and detrimental to your endocrine system. Okay, so you definitely want to stay clear of them, especially if it contains the triclosan, which is the chemical that is an endocrine disrupting product. Okay, textiles and clothing, such as perfluorochemicals. Okay, now I do know that like certain clothing that you buy, like some of the costumes that you wear like at Christmas time and different things like that, I have heard of some of the clothing will have like the chemical in it that if it catches fire or a flame gets to it, it's very, 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 very dangerous. Okay, so here are some of the EDC facts. Okay, EDCs often disrupt the endocrine system by mimicking or interfering with the natural hormone. Okay, now these hormones mimic and can trick the hormone receptor into thinking the EDC is the hormone, which can trigger abnormal processes in the body. Now, studies support a link between EDCs and harm to human health, but the cause and effect relationship is not yet fully understood. Yet still, some EDCs are known to pose a threat to people who have excessive exposure to them. So that's why I wanted to share this video with you, because you do need to know. Okay, now where are EDCs? Now it says here that they're found in industrial chemicals that can leach into soil and groundwater and then make their way into the food chain and build up in fish, animals, and people. Also in consumer products such as plastics, household chemicals, fabrics treated with flame retardants, cosmetics, lotions, products with fragrance, and antibacterial soap. So definitely look and read what you're buying. Okay, also pesticides, fungicides, or industrial chemicals in the workplace. And we know that we have, a lot of times in the workplace, they're not going to really look out for us. So we definitely have to look out for ourselves. Okay. Now, also, did you know that a developing fetus or infant is more vulnerable to the effects of EDCs than an adult, because organ systems are still developing? So if you know someone who is pregnant, please share this information, share this video with them, share this video out so that we can get the word out, so more people can become more aware of this. Okay, so we don't want it to harm our babies. Okay, now of the hundreds of thousands of man-made chemicals, it is estimated that about 1,000 may have endocrine acting properties. Now, global production of plastics grew from 50 million tons in the mid-1970s to nearly 300 million tons today. So that tells you how so many things are being made of plastics now that's harming our endocrine, that's putting us at risk and exposure of our endocrine system. Okay, now some of the ways that you can avoid EDCs. So even if some health effects are not fully proven, taking precautions is wise. So become familiar with EDCs to which you and your family may be exposed. Try to avoid unnecessary preventable exposure to EDCs containing consumer products. Now, experts suggest avoiding microwaving food. I know that's something that a lot of people don't like to hear, but we need to avoid microwaving food in plastics to avoid leaching of EDCs into our food, choosing personal care products and cleaners that are unscented, and replacing older non-stick pans with newer ceramic coated ones. Okay, now these precautions are especially important if you're pregnant or planning a family. Okay, now if you'd like to get more information on this, some of the resources here is the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences. You can go to niehs.nih.gov. I'll link it in the description of this video. You can also go to the Pediatric Environmental Health Toolkit. You can get the Pediatric Environmental Health Toolkit, and also you can visit the Environmental Working Group at ewg.org. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to share that information with you. I thought that it was very valuable and I wanted to get it out into the community. I hope that, by you staying and listening and watching this video, I hope that you learned something. And more than anything, I hope that you make some changes to protect your health from any type of future illnesses or diseases. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate the thumbs up and the likes. Okay. And also please share this video with someone who you personally know who needs to hear this information, because we need to share this as much as possible so that we can educate people in our community. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I want to thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Okay. All right. Till the next time, you take care, you take charge, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.